Hey guys, welcome to a new video. This is going to be a video in a different way because I will be talking about several different things. For example, the Apple Keynote that was last Tuesday, I think. I know, a little late, but I wasn't able to make a video about it earlier. And then my everyday carry, because it's changed a little bit. Not just a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, starting with my everyday carry. At the moment, I use the OnePlus Nord 2, which is, in my opinion, one of the best Android phones for about $400. I know last year I had a different one. It was the Samsung Galaxy S7, but the bottom third of the display started to flicker, and well, let's just say the display broke. The battery was starting to run low, even faster every time, or more like every day. Yeah. So I thought a new phone was needed. Then, as my main headphones, or more like earphones, the AirPods second generation. In 2022, when there are several better alternatives, for example, they're called the Nothing Ear One. They've got I think they've got wireless charging. They've got active noise cancelling and a really, really good sound, and that for a price of about $100, I think. So they would definitely be better than those. Then onto my wallet. It has changed again. I wanted something smaller because I hated to have it in my back pocket. So I wanted something smaller that would also fit into my front pocket next to my keys, which is the next one, and because of COVID, a mask. And recently I've started to use these Rubik's Cubes, because I think it's just a fun thing, and you've seen some B-roll of it in, I think it was the 50 Bill 1.8, which I'm using right now. And now to the thing that I call the fun fact. Fun fact of this video is the V-Raptor, the Red V-Raptor, which is an 8K 120p cinema camera from Red with full-frame VistaVision sensor that costs about $3,500. 35,000. Sorry. That is a lot bigger than the Red Komodo, which barely fits on the DJI RS2. It does fit on the DJI RS2. So, here's the story. I asked Parker Warbeck, who's one of my favourite cinematographers, who actually taught me most of the things that I know about cinematography, if his Red V-Raptor fits on his DJI RS2. He said he hasn't tried yet, but he doesn't think so. Well, if he hasn't tried, I can't blame him, sure. And I don't. But I think it was last Tuesday, when I saw a video on the topic that the red V-Raptor actually does fit on the DJI RS2. So I don't know, but it's a fun fact, and you can probably rig that camera then up a lot more. So this last part before I say goodbye to you is about the Apple Keynote. Probably the topic that you've been waiting for in this video the most. Well, Apple has released a new iPhone. No, it's not the iPhone 14. It's the iPhone 13 and 13 Pro in some kind of green color. I kind of like it though. Then they've released another phone, and yes, this is a new generation phone. It's the iPhone SE third generation. I know this concept, take an old phone body, put in new tech, is kind of a good idea. But I prefer the concept VFX renderings. In where they just took the edginess of the iPhone 12 and 13, combined with the with the camera knob of the iPad Air, with the size of the iPhone 10 or 10R. I actually have no idea. Which, to be honest, I personally would have preferred. It looks more modern. I think you can see on this phone. Finally, no stupid bars. I'll show you a clip. Well, there are bars, but they're not as thick as on the iPhone SE 3. Yeah. And then this has nothing to do with tech or cameras. It's just a basic grammar question. Why do some Americans just don't use the when they, for example, say, like we did with iPhone 13? I just feel like it's weird, but of course, if you don't want to, it's fine, I guess. Then they've introduced a new iPad Air, which looks like the old one, but with a twist. It's got the iPhone, the M1 chip in it. Okay, I know, sounds weird, but I think it sounds good. But still. But one thing I would like to critique regarding that would be that I think the display should be able to become brighter than 500 nits. It's not 500 nits is not that bright, but that's just how I feel. Then they actually have also introduced new chip, which is the M1 Ultra. It's kind of two M1 Maxes combined, so should be crazy. I have no idea about processors, so if you do, please write a comment below and enlighten me, because, as I said, nothing up there regarding processors, and I have, to be honest, and no offense intended, I'm not that interested in processors. I'm more interested in cameras and lenses. But yeah. And then the last thing that they released was the Mac Studio and Studio Display. My initial reaction was sheesh. When you look at it, it is kind of a Mac Mini, but it's got some calories on it, so yeah, it's a fat Mac Mini. I like it. I really do. Then the Studio Display. I like it, except for the fact that it's too small. It's 27 inch. I think it should be 32 inches. It is an OLED. 5K resolution is fine, but still, for color grading, you need literally perfect colors, and you definitely don't have it with either the Pro Display XDR, although that is exceptionally accurate, nor with the new Studio Display. So, yeah. And also, they haven't changed the design of the Magic Mouse. You still have to charge it from the bottom, which is annoying. I know you're going to say I don't have a Mac, so I don't know how it is, but my cousin does. He's annoyed with it. I'm annoyed with it. And I can understand why all the people who definitely want a new Apple mouse say, just change the location of the Lightning port. It would also be easier. But yeah. All the products will be available from March 18, which is this week, if I'm not mistaken. Should be Friday. The prices I've noted is the iPad Air will be available at a starting price of $599. The Mac Studio will be available at a starting price of $1,999 with the M1 Max, and with the M1 Ultra, $3,999, which is for talking about the M1 Max, which is also a really, really good processor. A starting price of $2,000, where you could have gotten an M1 iMac. Well, you have a display, but it's not as good as the Studio Display or the Pro Display XDR. So yeah, it's just my thoughts. And the Studio Display will be available from $1,599, so $1,599, which is really, really good. So thank you for Apple for giving us such an entertaining keynote. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, leave a like, comment, especially on processors, because, as I said, I'm stupid when it comes to processors. And make sure to activate the and what was it? Oh yeah, turn post notifications on, and go on the first link in the video description, where you will find my Instagram account, where you know when a new video is uploaded to this channel, and also you see a lot of good pictures and some updates along the way. See ya. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. See ya.